It seems like we've made a discovery in swimming. It seems like we have. And swimming's been around for a very long time. I will pop up next to me when swimming started. Even though I think swimming started the first time a human decided to enter the ocean or a lake or a river of some kind. I don't think they had Mirtha pools when we started swimming way back in the beginning of civilization, but it's been around for a long time. So when we say we've discovered something, and I really think we have, it's a big statement. And it's a statement that I've actually already brought up in an earlier video when I talked about David Popovici. And I want to talk about David Popovici as we get rolling into this video. He was probably in the title and the thumbnail because he's an exciting swimmer and it caused you to click. But David Popovici didn't quite have the meet that I think he or a lot of people were expecting in Fukuoka, Japan at the 2023 World Swimming Championships. And guess what? Everyone overreacted. Everyone overreacted to this 18-year-old kid. He is a full-grown adult now, whatever. 18-year-old man having a little bit of an off meet. And listen to this next part. A little bit of an off meet and going 47 in the 100 freestyle another like 9 times or something, and 144 in the 200 freestyle. God forbid swimming is getting really fast. And if you go 47 in the 100 freestyle and 144 in the 200 freestyle, it makes you look human, right? That's how inhuman David has made himself seem to people by swimming 46 and 47s in the 100 freestyle left and right like it's nobody's business, and going 142 in the 200 freestyle and making Paul Biederman's ridiculous 200 freestyle world record look any sort of attainable. That is how good he is. Everyone needs to pump the brakes though and realize that it is one meet. And this kid is still a 4600 freestyler and still a 142 200 freestyler. We overreacted. But the video that I made previewing David coming to swim in Fukuoka, Japan, focused on, it's just really hot in here. Give me a second. Whew, we're having a heat wave in Texas, so I got the fan going, I got the AC going, I'm doing my best. The video that I made about David Popovici was focused on the second 50 and David's closing speed. So I've given away the whole video here, but hopefully you'll stick around to the end because there's a lot of little fun tidbits I might throw into it. It focused on David Popovici being, I think he had 5 of the top 10 fastest second 50 or fastest closing 50 splits in the 100 freestyle. Now he is the top 4 because Kyle Chalmers actually almost sniped the second place spot from David Popovici. He went 24:11 and tied him for the second fastest closing split. Hopefully that's up on the screen next to me as I kind of run out of air and words. David Popovici though is the fastest second 50. He went 24:05. Thanks to Swimming Stats. Really, if you are on Instagram at all, you guys should go follow Swimming Stats. They're incredible. They post all these graphics and stuff that'll just make you get a little bit swimming nerdy every once in a while. It focused on David Popovici in his second 50 because David Popovici was kind of making us like scratch our heads and go, have we neglected the second 50? Have we neglected the second 50? And Phelps actually has the oldest split on that list back from Beijing, I believe. He was like 24-4. I have no idea. It's something 24 something coming home when he went 47-5. It should be on the screen next to me still. But Popovici kind of just slammed that second 50 so many times over and over and over and over that I was like, wow. I feel like we've kind of been neglecting the second 50. And then this swimming stat comes up. Ready? Here we go. Boom. Mollie O'Callaghan. The Australians had an incredible meet in Fukuoka. An incredible meet. And it was a little bit overshadowed by the amount of controversy that came out of the team title award. Should we get into that? Should we make people mad again? Are there going to be people commenting on this video already because I brought it up? Well, Team USA won the team title award. Let's see if we can stir some people up. USA. Mollie O'Callaghan, though, had one of the best meets I think we've ever seen in the history of swimming. It kind of got slept on. I believe she won 4 golds and 1 silver, or 5 gold and 1 silver. I don't really know. 4 medley. She won the 4 medley relay, the 800 freestyle relay, the 400 freestyle relay, the 100 and 200 freestyle, the mixed relay. I mean, there's a lot more events now that you can win with the implementation of all of the 50s, addition of all of the 50s, and also the mixed relay. But she had an incredible meet. And the Australians swam freestyle like it was like something that people were still trying to understand how to swim, and the Australians had advanced technology that helped them understand how to swim freestyle better than us. That's how fast they were swimming. But Mollie O'Callaghan was swimming specifically fast on the second 50. So hopefully that graphic is up on the screen. I think I just talked as if it wasn't on the screen for the entire time that I was talking, so maybe I popped it back up. But if you look up there, Mollie O'Callaghan, I think, has 7 of the fastest second 50 splits in the 100 freestyle. 7 of them. And if you look at the dates on the other 3, they're all super suited. Now the women's suits they have more coverage, you have more fabric, but at the same time, they're not the thick polyurethane. They aren't. They're not floating you up on top of the water. They're not letting you skip off the water coming home and keeping you up on the water. They're helping a little bit, but it's not the same. It's not the same type of impact. But Mollie O'Callaghan has figured something out on the second 50. She's figured something out on the second 50 that I did not figure out in my most recent long course 100 breaststroke, where I went out 30 point and came back 37. That's a 7-second differential there. I believe Mollie O'Callaghan's was like 1 second. David Popovici is doing it. Mollie O'Callaghan is doing it. Have we forgotten about the second 50? Have we forgotten to try to figure out how to swim the second 50 of the 100 freestyle? Or is David Popovici that good? Is Mollie O'Callaghan that good? And they're just kind of really, really good at closing. It's really interesting, and it's going to be really interesting to watch these two develop and see if they start to try to take races out faster, or if they just close faster, or if both 50s start to get faster and the differential between the first 50 and second 50 split doesn't really change. I have no idea, but it's something I think we should be paying attention to. David Popovici is doing it. Mollie O'Callaghan is doing it. They're still both probably the two fastest 100 freestylers on the planet, which takes me back to my original point. We're going to make this an original point sandwich when I want to talk about David Popovici and the fact that we all overreacted. David Popovici is still an incredible swimmer. I got to write a couple Romanian article features actually, and the Romanian writers were incredible. They were incredible. They were actually really inquisitive and wanted to know if this is something that we should be concerned about. And I was like, no. Yo, David Popovici is still one of the best freestylers we've ever seen. He's a speedboat. He skips off the water like a dragonfly. That's why he had a dragonfly on his suit, which last little tangent here. And I'm not actually trying to hit the 8-minute mark, but it looks like I'm going to, which if you don't know, the 8-minute mark means that I can run mid-roll ads and I can get a little bit closer to building a studio, which would be really fun for swimming fans to have someone recording content in a studio. But Arena did a really cool thing with their tech suits where they did kind of like custom tech suits for their professional swim team. David Popovici had a dragonfly. I think someone had an orca. There was an eagle. There was like Bruno had like an onca, a Brazilian onca, I believe it is. Hopefully I am not butchering that, but the print all the way down the leg. And I think Bruno's was the coolest. I think Bruno's suit, if I was going to pick a suit, I think I'd probably pick Bruno's. They did a really cool job. David Popovici is still very fast. Do not overreact at someone going 47 in the 100 freestyle and 144 in the 200 freestyle. Sure, he wasn't in his European championship form. He wasn't in his world championship form from last year. He'll be the first to tell you that. And he said that in interviews where if you're a reporter, maybe be a little bit nicer than that one reporter that told him or asked what was wrong. I know she was just trying to ask and she wanted to ask, but you can ask it nicely. All right. David Popovici is fast. Mollie O'Callaghan is fast, but they're really, really fast at the second 50 of the 100 freestyle. Hit that like button if you think Mollie O'Callaghan is really good at the second 50 of the 100 freestyle, which she holds 7 of the top 10 fastest times in history. So if you don't hit the like button, you're lying to yourself, you're lying to me, you're lying to everybody. Okay, drop a comment talking about these stats. Hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like this to pop up on your homepage, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.